Hey y'all, what's up? Zack here, another YouTube video today. Today's video is going to be kind of an update video on the shooting that happened at the Alabama Mall during Black Friday. Just give a quick update from last time. It was about 10 minutes from Birmingham. An 18-year-old was shot twice. A 12-year-old was shot in the back. As of Friday night, the 18-year-old is in serious condition, and the 12-year-old girl is in stable condition. Like I said, that was as of Friday night. Now, there were reports of shots fired. There are multiple people involved in a fight. Came out as maybe 2 people. Now they're saying there's more than 2 people. So, says police said he was fleeing the scene and brandishing his weapon while he was fleeing the scene. Now, not sure how you do both at the same time, but that's what they're saying. Police said they regret that our initial media release was not totally accurate. And like I said, they believe now that there is more than 2 people involved in the fight and 1 gunman at least at large. The officer is placed on administrative leave. They haven't released his name. They did release the name of the person that died, but just for family's sake and media, I am not going to put it out there, at least not at this time. When more information comes out, I may put his name out there. He was 21. He was serving in the military. I saw people, I believe it was like 300 people, had marched through the mall to show support for him. No officers were hurt. So, it's sad that we have to even deal with shootings like this, whether the shooting happened or not. I mean, however the shooting happened, we shouldn't even have to be worrying about stuff like this. But in the world we live in, that's something we have to deal with on a daily basis. However this person was involved, who knows? From what I've heard, most of the stories have been that he was stepping in to help, which I'm sure was the case. So it's a shame that he got killed for, stepping in to help. But, I don't want it to turn into a big racial thing just because the cop shot him and he was black. That's not the point here. The point is that, he got killed for stepping in to help, and what we need to focus on is whether the cop did it on purpose or he shot him on accident thinking he was a shooter. Whether the officer had, a description of the suspect, that would help determine the situation. If he had a description of what he was wearing, maybe, something like that, that would help close this case. If you don't, that's going to be harder to determine whether it was he shot him for, just to shoot him, or he shot him because he thought he was actually the suspect. But, like I said, I'm sure some people will try and turn this into a racial thing, or a cop shot him because he was black, That's not what we need to focus on right now. What we need to focus on is why he got shot. Was there a description out there on the air? Was there what he looked like? Where the shooter was fleeing, what direction he was fleeing to, what kind of gun it was possibly used. Did he have his face covered up? Stuff like that. If there was no description put out and this officer saw a man with a gun, then he should have drawn his gun, but he shouldn't have shot him unless, when someone has a gun, it's hard to determine that. Some cops shoot as soon as they see a gun. Some cops wait until the gun is pointed at them or they see the suspect rising to point the gun at them. It's just how the officer feels, how they feel the life is in danger enough. But like I said, for the people that are going to try and turn this into a police hate thing or a racial thing, don't come on my channel with it anyways. Just don't even waste your time. This is not going to do your comments just going to get reported and moved. So there's no point commenting any hate on here. But definitely prayers out to the 12-year-old girl. I'm sure that's traumatizing for her. Like I said the other day, it's traumatizing for anybody to get shot, but especially a 12-year-old. She's not even a teenager. So definitely prayers out to her and her family. To the 18-year-old and his family. Hopefully they can pull through from their injuries and they can be okay. Definitely prayers out to the victim's family. He was 21, so prayers out to his friends and family. And hopefully the police can catch the gunman who actually opened fire. And another thing, there were actually 2 other incidents that happened at other malls. One was a stabbing at a New Jersey mall, and there was another shooting at a mall, and actually today in South Carolina there was a shooting at a mall. So, like I said, this is stuff we have to deal with daily. So, it's just, like I said, it starts with us working together to stop this kind of stuff. It don't start with president, government, vice president, politicians, it starts with us as citizens. With that being said, though, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If y'all agree with me or disagree with me and why. And if you enjoyed this video and like what I had to say, give me a like. And thank y'all for watching.